Hello everybody, my name is Gazooka and welcome to Hardspace Shipbreaker. Now, I got this game yesterday and I played it, and basically what ended up happening was I was thinking I'll go through the tutorial to get rid of the boring bit because it looks an awesome game and I enjoy these kind of things where you take them apart and then you sort them in, or you drag it along to one area, cut it up and then drag it to another and stuff like that, and I've really had fun doing it. So my plan is, if I just click on here, so we have career mode, but I don't know how far that goes, because in career mode obviously we've got a debt that we have to pay, $1 billion or billion credit, billion whatever. As I say, all I did was I did career, I got the tutorial done, saw the cutscene, and then before it got a chance to load into the next one, it crashed, and I was like, crap, now I've got to do it all again. Came back into it, and then I saw, it basically came to the screen you just saw just then, and I saw free play, so I clicked on free play, and as you can see we've got 5 different ships, and so my plan is for this episode I'm going to be doing career mode, so we're going to be going into this one, so I'm just going to go into this one, and then maybe for the next episodes I will do the free play one, which I believe free play is literally where you've got all upgrades, you're in God mode essentially, and you can just basically take them apart, because I like this kind of thing.
Alright, Cutter, this here macro is stripped down, but there's still plenty there for us to sink our teeth into, such as how we're going to deal
Replace
with the
tether and
pressurized
salvage twin nacelle.
But before we
Okay.
get into all that, let's try out your tethers.
Oh no, I'm still training.
Your tethers are far
Oh, so it's cut
stronger
back
than the
before.
line on
Wait.
your grapple. Use them when you're trying to move objects that are much heavier than you are. Also, tethers stack, meaning the more you use, the stronger the pull you get out of them.
Yeah.
If you put them in the right place, that is.
Okay, so now we've got to do twin nacelle. Let's go to here. So yeah, there's a cut point right there, and the thruster as well. Okie dokie. Okay, so let's go here, a bit closer. There you go. Okie dokie, that's that one. And now, what's the tether? Was it? Yeah, that one. Okay, and then drag you down to the barge. I just got to wait for that to get there. You see what I mean though? It's such a simple game, and it's pure physics basically, because there's it's pressurized. The cabin in there is pressurized, so if I knock that back bit off, I'd imagine it'd go and throw out the back, and then this whole thing will fly forward. And as it says there, DNGR or danger, I have to go in here, because I did, like I said, I did the tutorial yesterday, and it was basically breaking it down for me how to do it, and I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Alright, now for the fun stuff.
No, so I've got to do, this is the tutorial, I've got to do the tutorial again. That's annoying.
Next, we're going to learn about pressurization.
Yeah.
According to links, decompression events are the
Then I
number
need to go
one
here.
cause of death. And as a result, cloning.
There we go.
Let's see if we can crack
Open
into
this.
this ship without making her pop.
And
See that
then
airlock over there?
this one.
Let's go check it out.
And I've also worked out as well, as I was doing it yesterday, what other buttons do. So you, as it says there, you've got 4 for the light, which is cool. But if you press Z and X, you grab onto it, and you can kind of like work your way around it, kind of like in thingy. But you've got to be careful, because when you do that, your momentum shifts onto the thing.
Atmosphere regulator.
Off the door,
If
yeah.
it's working, this device will let us depressurize the room.
There you go. But this door is now shut, and if you don't open it up again when you go to cut this part off, it will go nuts. So I'm just going to open this up,
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
because now it's a vacuum in here and a vacuum in there, and as you can see we are all open, so there's no trapped air, at least as of yet.
That's your meal ticket right
If there is, it will show you like the DNGR thing.
Slide out of her coolant casing with a good yank from your grapple.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Before
that.
you do that, it's always a good idea to clear a path for her straight to the barge. Because
So,
once you pull it,
these
she
bits
starts
here.
melting down. And
So,
when it comes to
I'm
reactors,
going to cut these out.
you never know how many ticks you got
That one.
till she goes
This one.
boom. Alright,
But
The
that
way you
one.
complete your work order from here on out is
Look at that. Yeah, I
entirely
did. And then cut this one.
Let's show make so Weaver still
And that
knows
drops
how to
that
tie
out. And then we're going to use my body weight.
Good luck, Cutter.
Hang on.
Weaver out.
And if you notice when that goes, so at the bottom where it's got fuel, right next to it there's point and then, you know, ms or meters a second, and I'm holding forward, so this is pushing this out, and that's what I love about this, is that it's all physics based. So now this needs to go to the processor, so I'm just going to use a tether because I've got infinite tethers for the time being. I'm going to put you in there. Hit V to cancel it because momentum will take it now. And voila, and then that goes into there.
Valuable object
Beautiful.
processed.
So that's 126 kilos, or that's, oh no, plus 400 kilo, okay. Right, so now we can take this out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, boop, and then I'm going to drag it straight down to there. That's going to get yanked out, and straight down to the barge.
That's it.
And there we go. And now I've just got to go and salvage some more stuff. So I'm going to switch back to the cutter. I'm going to grab these as well. I might as well. I'm out here. Oh yeah, and by the way, with the upgrades, there is plenty of upgrades, which I very much like. And it comes to, you know, how much because at the moment you have to pay for a rental cost to use the tools, but once you've leveled them up enough and got to, I think, like rank 10 or something, you can buy your own stuff. You buy your own weapons, so then they don't take the rental off of you. But you have to be max rank for that weapon, or not weapon, for that tool. But it's still rather cool. I still really like the idea of it. But like I say, the physics in this is just on point. I love it. So like, if we just cut these bits, this will release the top panel. I mean, you don't have to cut these back bits. These back bits will just knock the back off there. But we'll just cut this off because this will just drop that back plate off there. There you go. And then I can just go up to this. When it comes to stuff like the lights, you can kind of leave them off because they'll give you next to nothing. Like, it can, if you want to be super, like, OCD about it in a way. But there's no real need, if I'm honest. At least from what I saw yesterday, like, they give you like a couple dollars. Or credits, I can't remember if it's credits or dollars. But yeah, so it's just entirely up to you, really. There you go. But if you put it into, I think I'll just show you, it might be a nice example. So I'll just use this hatch here, because might as well. So if I just use this hatch here, which as you can see is a thruster cap, it's meant to go to the processor, but what I'm going to do, also a good rule of thumb is if you've got that hazard line, like the yellow and black line, that's usually a good idea of where you can and can't cut. Also, if you hit T, I don't know what it'll be on controller, you can see that the bright yellow is cut point, the orange is structural. It's not really the best colour because it doesn't quite match. Panel dark blue is heavy and light blue is light. Light means you can basically pull it yourself. You can pull it normally with a heavy panel, but obviously if you can cut it up, that would be perfect, but you can't cut nanocarbon. So, I mean, you can at later levels from what I read of the descriptions of the thing, of the upgrades, but it damages the nanocarbon panels, so I don't know. Obviously this has only just come out, so it could be yeah, and then you gotta do that, and then that pops out. There you go, nicely done. And there's no thruster in there. Oh. Anyway, so then I'm just going to show you what happens. So this is 183 kilos, so what happens if you throw this? It doesn't work if it does it to the barge, it just kicks it off, I found out. But if you throw this into the wrong hole, essentially, so I'm going to throw that into the furnace. There you go. The scrap, it gets classed as scrap, so I get something, but it could have been used, because obviously it was a thruster plate. So anyway, I'm going to go back in here, because that's just given me another way in. Now, like I say, this can get very, like, I'd imagine, depending on how big the ships are, because this one's like a small ship, really, and depending on how big they get, or can get. So like most of the time you just want to do the work order, because that's usually it, but obviously if you want more money, then you do the extra mile, as it were. So it's completely up to you. Like I'm going to take all these bits and all the ceiling panels as well, just because why not, and then we'll see what the work order is after that. I want this, whoops. Also some of these walls, as you can see, so like the airlock console, the panel, aluminium, this whole chamber here is aluminium. So you could melt it down. I can't because my upgrade tool isn't, oh sorry, my cutting tool isn't at max level. It's only good at cutting the cut points. Anything more than that, it just won't work. So, let's go there. And one more. There we go. All sorted. Right, so now I'm going to take these floor panels. I'm going to try to do what they do in the trailer, if I can. I've got to line them up a little bit better. But as you can see, so if I go... Oh yes, that was it. If I go here, I can hit F, and it basically, and at later upgrades you can charge it up. But at the moment I can undo that. But if I look, for example, so this whole ship at the moment is 27,000 kilos. If I hit F... No, hang on. I'll look on and then hit F. It projectiles, it flings me, but I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to drag these out a little bit if I can. I've got to remember the buttons. So like these are going to be heavy, but it will slowly move. Just takes a little bit of patience. There's one. Nice and steady. Okay, let's bring you down a little bit as well. There we go. And now I'm going to tether that one to this one, and then this one to this one, and then I'm going to tether you to there. And I'm going to get you going by doing that. And like I say, it gives it that nice little push, gives it a nice little bit of momentum. And you're not going where I want you to, are you? No? There you go. And if those lines stay red, that's the other thing. If the lines stay red for too long, so if I go and grab, say, this panel here, and then I go up. Oh, I bet if I do that, it burns out essentially and stops you doing it. So just keep in mind, obviously, you want to keep it on the blue, so like if I want this light, you hold it on like so.
Looks like you can manage on
And then if I
your
just
own for a bit, which is good,
throw that,
I just got to find another
you'll hear a little
wall on
ping
salvage
in the
station
background,
on the other side of Earth.
and that's it. Right, so now I'm just going to grab, oh yeah, and you need these antennas as well. You might as well grab these, because these will give you a little bit of money.
Once you start your next
And just
shift.
throw that over there.
I'll be back to check in on you from time to
Go
time.
over
but
here,
until then,
grab this one.
Remember this. Measure twice, cut once, and tethers are your friends.
There you go.
Good luck.
Tethers are your friend, they are actually very useful. Especially because of the fact that you can tether things together. Right, let's lift you up. There you go. Let's lift you up. I do notice now and again though, I did do it in the tutorial where the game will just glitch out randomly and it's really irritating. There we go, and then grab you and throw you over there. And then you three can go to the processor. If the line doesn't bloody break.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Hey. There you go. Hello, I'll give you a boost. There you go. Voila. 400 kilo. And another 400 odd kilo. Right, let's go to the hab then. Because it's telling me to do that, so... And as you can see, that bar where it's got just above Master Jack, you can use these, I'd imagine, to pull the ship apart. So if you cut it down the middle, you can pull it apart. And I'd imagine one day they'd get it multiplayer, so then you could have a massive ship to work on. And it literally just takes, you know, it'll take like 2 people to do. But obviously you've got to pay for repairs of your weapons, you've got to pay for any damage you take and stuff like that. So we're just going to end the shift on this one. Rank 4 attained. Hard work has not gone unnoticed. Yay! So, ooh, hello. +3 modular laser cutter upgrades unlocked. Handheld utility grapple upgrades unlocked. 2 thrusters upgrades unlocked. Cross-section spectrum scanner upgrades unlocked. Helmet upgrade, worksuit upgrade, and ship class 2 certification. Ooh, we get to work on bigger ships. So as you can see here, this was the thruster cap we threw off, which it says destroyed, and there was probably a couple of panels that I took out when we did the lights, but as you can see we made 1 million credits. Nice little bit. So you got 300,000 for the nacelles, 500,000 for the reactor, and obviously with that it can kill you, so just bear that in mind, you can die. But as I'm on this save, as it said at the beginning, you have unlimited clones. So yes, I'd imagine that's just difficulty. So this is like the easy difficulty, then you got hard, and then incredibly hard, and I didn't look at that shit. I was just hitting it. Right, let's have a look at what we got for upgrades. So, as you can see, 50%, 79%, these things can deteriorate, and with thrusters, I believe, you can take damage. Yeah, you can take damage from like bumping into things, and if you don't use your brake or you're going too quick when you push into things, you damage that. And then the scanner is a similar sort of thing. It's kind of like for your helmet, if you take an explosion or something, then it will get damaged, whereas the cutter and the grapple, they just wear out over time anyway. So I will leave the cutter for this one because it's only at 50% now, and I've technically done 2. So we have so this one you get after doing the tutorial anyway, which allows you to cut things, and you can turn the cutter vertical or horizontal and cut as you are. It even shows you a nice little line, and when it's dotted it tells you that's exactly where it is. I like the tutorial, taught me a lot actually, if I'm honest. So what we got? So we got the Stinger, which is the one that melts things, so it goes from 5 meters to 10 meters. That could be useful if I'm honest. Especially as I don't have to go so far to do it. So split saw license, I've still got to earn some more there. Modular cutter, heat capacity +1. Yeah, I don't think that one. Cooldown 5 points to 25, but that's only if I overheat. But no, so this is the other one. This is the one you get when you get max rank for it, which is the you can purchase your own cutter, and as you can see, it costs quite a bit compared to like the upgrades and such. But it will be obviously worth it, as it says, purchase your very own cutter. You never have to pay for the rental fee again, a must for all shipbreakers. And it's the same with the grapple gun. If I can, it's like the same with the grapple gun. License your own grapple, eliminate the rental fee, and become the envy of all shipbreakers. Tampering with the device may still breach prior agreements with links. Yeah. So then what we got here? So range, you can go further. Strength, I can lift heavier stuff. That might be useful, but at the moment we're doing alright if I'm honest. So tether amount 15 max, 50 max. Tether lifetime a minute, 2 minutes. Unlock charged push. There you go. So it can push 3,250 newtons, and then it pushes more and a max force, and then okay, that's the purchase one. Yes, 50 strength, 500 kilo more, and then 1,000 kilo more. Range 25 up to 100, and then 20. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I think what I'll do, and then thrusters. What's thrusters like? Top speed. That could be useful, but that'll be a while because I don't know what rank are we on. How do you know what rank you're on? I forgot how you look. I mean, it says rank 4. I'm guessing that's... I need to be at least rank 10 to get all these. Okay. Yeah, so basically everything you have here you can buy and stop renting, and it can be yours to own. So yeah, top speed, brake 1, brake 2, brake 3, fuel capacity 1 and 2. Okay. And then what for scanner? Scan mode objects. Okay, structures, systems, range 1, range 2, and purchase scanner. Helmet, O2 capacity 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, so there is an oxygen supply, so you have to go buy some from the little thing just before the hab. It had like the spanner above it. So yes, recharge module unlocks O2 recharge. That's not bad, I guess. 1 a second, 2. Replaces the standard atmosphere filters, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and then purchase helmet, and then my suit is basically there to absorb all the shocks. So integrity 1 and 2. Heat resistance, so I don't burn to death if I get hit by a fuel tank or something like that. Cryo resistance for coolers. Electrical resistance, if you take something electrical out you don't get electrocuted. Audio resynth, improved fidelity of resynthesis. The tech expands over a greater range, resynthesizing sounds from further away. I don't get what that will mean. I'm guessing it imagines what the sound would be, because obviously in space no one hears you scream. So I'd imagine it would, and then yeah, get rid of the rental one. So I'd imagine it's for this one. Ever wanted to be able to hear in space, cutting edge, yeah. So from nearby hazards in unpressurized areas. Okay, yeah. So when you can't hear anything because you're in a vacuum, it basically does like an Elite Dangerous, and it basically still makes the noise in that direction. So it gives you that like peripheral awareness of what is around you. Right. I think what we'll do is we'll continue the salvage and we'll finish taking apart. Links mandates each cutter salvage the maximum amount of value possible in a timely manner. Rewards and recognition may be given to top performers. Continue salvaging your existing ship. That says something. Efficient salvaging may be rewarded with a higher cloning priority. Okay. But yeah, I think we'll go do it. Might as well. We've already got the reactor. So yeah, let's go continue and finish doing it. So yeah, you go to here. So if I just pop here and I hit F, as you can see, patch kit, this is for suit and helmet. Oxygen generation, so as you can see my oxygen is now going down and it's got just over 5 minutes remaining, and obviously that's 8,000 credits, so that'll just add on more here, I believe. So obviously you don't want to be buying that all the time. Nova fuel is for your thrusters, as they will go down here. Tethers, obviously I have now 10 tethers there, that's fine. And Trilliant repair kit, repair the integrity of your tools and equipment back in the HAP. So I buy them and then I take my tools back. So like this is on 70% and then the other one is there. So that's that. Oh, it's bugging again. God damn it. Find if you do just a complete spin, that fixes it. It did it once before, it scared the crap out of me. It reminded me of my old Xbox 360 really, because it used to do that. As you can see, my fuel is going down slightly. So let's just get in here and start tearing it apart. So let's have a look at this. So we've got some panels here. Yeah, structure. And we could do with cutting them up, because that will then give us access to the back there. How do I take that back off? I think it's, yeah, there's some bits here as well, these light blue bits. This is literally all I'm looking at in terms of the tutorial as well, so I might be able to. Yeah. Cool, so there's that one. Let's grab this one as well. That one. Hey. Fuel tank anywhere? No? Okay, they must have took it out already, so let's cut this one. And then we'll go down here. Oh, actually I could have just done this now. Nice neat square. As you can see, because it's a rental one, it keeps sparking. So I'd imagine like when you get a good, when you buy your own, it's a good one. If that makes sense. So that should, oh hang on, I got this one. And I think after this one, we should be completely detached from the back. And as this is all one piece, oh there's a bottle there. I can get that out, that's no problem. So now this is all one piece, I should be able to just throw this in the processor, correct? Because all this needs is the processor. Where's that bowl? There you are. Grab you. You can come with me. And then you can go. Wah! There you go. So now, I don't know if this will work, but it should be detached. Is it detached? That looks detached to me. There's a clean line through it. So then that tells me, grab that. Throw you in there. So then now that tells me I should be able to go like this. Throw you there. There you go, look at that. Cut that off. Okay, now I need to get it into that hole there. Probably could have put that in the middle, make it a bit more central. The orientation in this is absolutely fantastic, but it's so, like, if you're not prepared for it, like, it can make you quite sick. I know, because I've already felt iffy when I did the tutorial. So, I'm just going to attach 2 tethers, just so it pulls it in a straighter line rather than smacking it into the back of the ship. Okay, that's not too bad. No, don't go into the furnace. There you go, attaboy. And now I'm gonna go on, keep going, keep going. Okay, I'm gonna turn them off because that's gonna slowly pull it towards it. That's fine. So now we've got a lot of that going. Beautiful. So now I'm just gonna go along the inside here. Cut there. Oop. Too early. There you go. As you can see, this is aluminium, and you can melt that, but you will waste a lot of money. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that cheddar. Work order complete. Beautiful. Right, let's just carry on along here. Wait, have I cut this bit? I have not. And I love the sparks that come off it. I mean, look at them sparks. Oh wait, I could have got the upgrades for it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well. Let's just finish off here. So we've got 35%. I might have to go thingy that. Right. Let's get rid of that because that's in the way now. Oops, daisy. Nice. So that's the tops done. And now I need to do in between them, but I'll start. Actually, I'll do the bottoms first. Giggity giggity. So then we'll do this one.
Scudder, make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform.
I'll just get these last couple.
Blue Ranger's coming.
We ain't gonna die. We've got another 70 seconds left. That's not fine. That's fine. I'll grab this one while I'm here. There we go. And now we're just gonna go back to my hab, because I would surely die if I don't. Oh no! As the tool becomes more and more thingied, the more it sparks by looking, because I'm on 22%. It's sparking like a mother right now.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
Oops.
Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Actually, I'll tell you what, while we're here,
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Have
might as
a
well
nice
do
day.
that, and then we'll go in here. Oh god. Go down, go down. Yes. I like that you can just start your shift and end your shift whenever you want. I hope. Hope I can go back to that. I should be able to. LT. I can't remember what that stands for. So, it didn't cost me any resurrection. My interest has gone up, but I did get enough to make up for that. Right, so let's see what. So here I want to. No, go back. Here I want to repair. Yep. There we go. Beautiful. What upgrades can we get then? Oh, okay, so LT is for the upgrades. Okay, so let's go with. I think we'll go for range on this one. Yes. Grapple, range, strength. I think I'll go for strength on that one. And that's me done there. So then let's go back here and continue here. Beautiful. And back out we go. I could have just bought the bloody salvage part. I just noticed my bloody thing's gone down. Thing. But as you can see, the ship is no longer level because obviously it got dinged and because it's light enough. And these things weigh a lot. I'll just go to there, see, look, they weigh 200,000 kilo. So I'd imagine you could use them to help pull it apart and stuff, so that's pretty useful. Right, so now, where were we? Oh yeah, we were in the middle of severing these lines. Alright. Okay. Oh yeah, it does. As the thing slowly degrades, it starts sparking, because now it looks nice and clean. Right. Okay, so what's next? We've got the ones in between as well. No. Yes? Yes, okay. I want to try and get these struts off first, because these are in the way for the time being, so I'm just going to try and cut these off, see if this works. is it? Okay. Okay, and that one, and that one, and that should be free now, shouldn't it? Nope, it's not free. Okay, right, okay, so then let's try to take these panels off. Is there a thing between them? Yes. Maybe. Oh no, wait, hang on, they're all attached to the back, that's why. I completely forgot this bit. Okay, that's that one. Oh, that's much better without having to worry about the range and stuff. Get these. Ooh, we've got plenty this side. That's one panel, and as you can see, the back one has actually broke away as well. That's nice. Go in here, and then break this one. And that one. Nice. Hang on, let's hit 4, because it might be a bit dark on YouTube, I don't know. There you go. That's that one. And then this one. Voila, look at that! Cut these off. Beautiful. Cut these ones off. And that one. There you go, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now back out we go. So. Oh, what's that? Utility key? 10 kilo? What the hell? Who's the key for? Thor or some shit? Right, so now these back panels here are disconnected as well. So these are floating, so I could just throw these straight in here, because these are the nano things. So I've got 7 tethers. So that. Do that.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Okay, thank you. And throw you there. Gets pulled, that gets pulled. Oh dear, kind of went a bit ahead of myself there. Right, so then this all needs to go in the furnace. That ain't gonna work. Right, so that needs to go furnace, that needs to go in the processor. So how do I disconnect each chunk? I think I do need to cut these up. Yes. So in order for these parts to come free, and as you can see, this is nanocarbon. So if I do that, it doesn't affect it. So you won't be able to cut through it. Oh, where'd them bits go? Oh, the tether's timed out. That's annoying. Can I shift this? No. Okay, so I need to probably go buy some more tethers after this then. Go on you. Or maybe they all just give up because of I didn't pay attention to them, because look, that's going fine. Probably just going to have to go buy some more tethers in a second. I'll go buy some more oxygen as well, so get all these going. Let's get you going, and then get you in there as well.
Valuable object. Credits awarded.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. You think it was a piece of art. Right, so now I need to cut you. There's that one. And I think that's it, actually. Yeah, so all these panels should just come apart now. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, Coder. I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting
I like that he reminds me all the time. That's quite kind of cool. I'm just going to nip back there now because I need to get some more tethers anyway. I think though what I'm going to do to save myself having to buy more oxygen is I'm just going to pop in here. Because it might work, it might not. If it don't, then I can just buy some when I'm outside it, but I'm curious. But I absolutely love this game. It's so therapeutic. You know, like, yeah, you don't want to clean your bedroom, but you know, you kind of want to pull a ship apart. So, right. Oh, I should have let them other bits gone in first. Oh dear. But yeah, I still no. Oh wait, I made less. Or does it take away from that? Oh well. Right. Let's see if this oxygen trick worked. this thing. It's broken apart already. That's brilliant. Fantastic. Right. Oh, need tethers. I forgot again. We are very slow, so I think our next upgrades will probably be for the speed. The speed and power. Right, let's go here and then go boop. And tethers are quite bloody pricey. I could have used that last one because I think it refills you completely, so that's my fault. My fault. But this game is so cool. This should all be one panel. I'll have a look at it in a minute. I just want to get these hauled out first. So you can go to the furnace. You go to the furnace. You can go to the furnace.
Material deposited.
There you go. And you should be able to get... Yeah, you can go to the furnace as well. Actually, I'm going to just push you instead. Right. Come on, mate. And whoop. There you go. I've got to start using that more often, if I'm honest. Tethers are cool, but when you can just shove it, literally. Love it. Right. So then you, my friend, can go over there. And you, my other little friend,
Valuable
can go there as well.
Processed. Credits deposited.
There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. And because you're a big chunk, I'm going to use my tether on you, and you can go in there. You going to pull nicely? Good. I love the music. It reminds me of what's the name? What's the game? Turmoil. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Turmoil a lot. Right, so now I'm going to cut you out. So I'm going to
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oop. Then I'm going to go. Oop. And I don't think I could do anything further there. I thought it shifted for a second. Right, so now I can just grab this off. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe I can't. I grab you off. No. Right, okay, so now I need... I think I can just pull these away, because I've cut all the... Yeah, I should be able to. Right, throw you over there.
Caution. Tether supplies are
There
low.
you go. Oh, that little bit going over there, that's fine. And then throw you in there as well. There you go. Nice.
Valuable object
Now you
processed.
can come over here.
Credits deposited.
And then go alley up. Oh, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean by the physics, though? It's so heavily physics based. Come on, no, you go in there, come on. Be a good boy, go get burned alive. There you go. Beautiful. And then you as well, come on. Oh, it's heavy. And alley up. I love it. I absolutely love space physics. And I can't wait for like Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and then eventually how do I get this out? This is the other question. Ow. How do I get you out? You should just fall apart like this. Okay, don't just... Okay. Why isn't that disconnecting? Oh wait, hang on, are these... Ah! Ah, okay. No, that... Shit. Okay, so how are you held together? How are you holding? Can I get through here? Just. Okay, we've got some more struts in here anyway, so break that up. Break you off as well, might as well. The range is definitely better now. I'm glad I got that upgrade. Let it cool down a second. And that'll do. There we go. Right. Okay, somehow I'm still attached. Squeeze through here. Uh oh. There you go. That could have been a problem.
Reserves are low.
That's fine, that's fine.
Reminder, asphyxiation can lead
Yeah,
to
so I think
salvage
it is
quota.
better and cheaper to just buy the oxygen here and then earn the salvage back, so I'm just going to go grab some oxygen. Thruster fuel, I think I'll be alright. We're nearly done with this, but you can see what I mean. I don't know how long I've been recording, I can't remember. I don't want to look because it might fuck the recording up, although if it's fucked up already, I'm screwed anyway, so... oxygen. Thank you very much.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
So we've got 4 tethers left. Look at this thing. I've stripped this thing bare, and I've done a good job of it in my opinion. I probably could do better, obviously. You can always do better, there's always room for improvement. So I think I can just rip this bit off. Is taking a chance on this one, eh? There you go. Nice. You see what I mean? That gently pulled away, but it still caused this bit here to tilt, which I find absolutely incredible. Oh, that's what's holding it on. Hang on, I just saw you, you little bugger. Come here. And voila.
Object accepted for
There you go. Okay.
credits deposited.
So we are now only partially disconnected because that is still connected. God damn it. Is it, or am I just seeing things? Let's try to push this panel here. Ugh. Did that move the whole thing, or just... No, it's moving the whole thing, yeah. There's got to be another panel I've got to cut somewhere. Maybe it is this big one here. I mean, that's telling me otherwise. That's telling me... I don't know what that's telling me, actually. Because this big chunky bit here, as it's showing you the metal, it needs to go to the furnace. And I can't get this to detach. Yeah, because if I do that, it's going to waste a lot of that metal, because that's a big chunk of metal. So how do I detach it from this bit here? If I can? Can I even? No, wrong button. If I push this, I literally just push the whole thing. It's not just the top. So that's a bit of a pain. So what I'll do, actually, I need to get this bit out of here. I'm going to ping you right in the middle so it pulls you out as straight as possible. Throw you over there. Look at that! Look at that! That is beautiful. It's art in motion. Right. And then I'm going to grab you. You can come toward me. Yeah, there you go.
Processing
A
valuable
little bit
objects.
further, and then I'm going to swing you around. Whoops. And then throw you in there. Look at that! Look at that. I just love how it drifts so well. Go on, buddy, keep going, keep going. There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. Right.
Deposit accepted.
Now I've got to figure out what to do with this one, because there's a lot of aluminium in it. I don't want to throw it in the processing, but at the same time I don't know what I'm meant to do. Maybe I have no choice. Maybe because I'm just too early of a level. Because I physically can't see anything I can cut. I mean, all these structural ones I could, but this is titanium and it requires cut level 3, and I'm only cut level 1. So I can't physically do anything, so yeah. But I can cut the aluminium, but it looks like I'll have to cut all 4 panels because I want them to disconnect, but then I'm losing a lot of money. This is the thing. The only other thing I can think of doing is to just haul it all in the processor, because how much aluminium we got? It doesn't tell you how much aluminium, but it does tell you the whole thing. So I'm just going to have to wing it, and I'm probably just going to throw it in the processor. I mean, the worst thing to happen... Oh yeah, I haven't even shown you the cutty thing. Oh, the cut thing might work. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, yes, it does. Kind of. Okay, so if I cut through... Kind of worked. Now just got to do this side, and then go, hang on, turn it, and then go, and then lastly on the bottom, there you go. Okay, so that should, hopefully, disconnected it. Yeah. No? It should disconnect it. Because this isn't a powerful enough cutter to disconnect. Oh, god damn it, the panel's still there. Can I just shove it anyway? No. So what the hell are we still attached to? It's got to be this panel. I have a bloody great big feeling that it is this panel. I can't rip this panel off yet, so I'm just going to try. Do that.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
That
Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
No, that's not done anything. Right, okay. Only thing I can think of doing now is to just go boom and just YOLO it. And I'll leave that one. Right, let's go back to the barge. It is annoying. Obviously this game is early on, so I wasn't expecting as much as I was just basically asking for there. But I'm not too upset.
Oxygen reserves
I
are
know,
critical.
I'm getting there.
Affordable oxygen supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack. Oxygen levels
So
stabilizing.
yeah, like I say, I'm not expecting a stupid amount if I'm honest, but for what it is, I'm actually really impressed. This is a lot more, I suppose, fleshed out than most games that are like straight into early access. I mean, look at like the examples of Subnautica. It's not as good as it was back in the day, you know. Yeah, like, there you go, destroyed structure aluminium. So there was a lot of aluminium there. I love a lot of aluminium. Ugh. God damn it. But like I say, I could only do what I could. Right, so then let's see about this one. So there's some panels here by the look of it. Yeah, there's some on the inside as well. So, oh, hello. I can't get into them. Can I get them from the out? Can I get them? Get out. I'm going to run out of fuel in a second. I've got to go get some more fuel. Okay, and I see a little panel there, but that's going exactly where I want it to anyway, so that's fantastic. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. Just give it a little push in the right direction. No, come here. Oh, it's actually going there. Wait. Right. Where are we? Right. Left. Okay, so can I grab this out? Yes, I can. Okay, so bring you out.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Throw you down there, and then grab the other three. Cool. And floop. And that goes ping, and then grab the other
Salvage
ones.
secured. Account credit applied.
Yep, and then bring you out. Voila.
Salvage secured.
And
Credits
last
deposited.
one. Now we've got some chairs to pull out as well. There we go. Beautiful. Voila. Righty ho ho.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Literally just a husk left now. Fantastic. Just grab the toilet. God, the chair. Throw you down there. Grab the passenger, co-pilot, whatever you want to call it.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
And then
transferred.
go whoops, daisy, and then go voila. Sweet. Can I grab that? Yes, I can. Careful, because this one's got 2 red bars, and that's basically a health bar. Throw you down there. Sweet.
Salvage
Grab you,
secured.
nice and gently.
Credits deposited.
Oop. And throw you down there. No, not tear this off because it's really irritating because it says I can, but I can't. Right. We'll leave the light. how do I disconnect the rest of this? Okay, yeah, I thought it'd be these bits. Oh, there you go. That's that bit done, so that needs to go to the furnace. Beautiful. And then go... Whoop! Oh, what was that? Oh, the panel.
Deposit accepted.
There you go. We've got a panel. Right. No, stop. Go down. Okay, and then we cut these ones out. That one out. Cut this one out. Before you overheat, please. Ah!
Frequent cutting to more reports can lead to the loss of preferred employee status.
Ooh, that hurt. I didn't want to overheat, but that hurt. Right, now I've got to cut this bit out. And then I've got to go over here. I'm going to need some oxygen in a second. I better hurry this up. Go down.
Warning.
Cut. Whoop.
Your
No,
oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Profitable. This is the Altera Corporation. Money, fucking money. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, so now I'm just going to go grab some oxygen real quick. Can't believe I bloody did that. I've got 56 health. That's not terrible. But my god, just from overheating. Jesus. Right. I'm just going to use this. I'm not going to tether them up because there's no need, because I can move them around thanks to my increased strength. My space muscles. Let's go. Anytime today, Jeeves. Right. So, is this back bit detached? Don't look like it, but it is... Oh no, that's... Why is it saying furnace, but it's nanocarbon? What the hell? Anyway, right, and then go habo! And then go... Habo!
Deposit accepted.
And then go... Habo! I love the physics in this, it's so fun. Just picking stuff up and flinging it about. Where's the other one? There you are. Now you come, buddy. Go habo! Pong! Nice. Okay, let's get these last four corners. Oops, there's it. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 4. Beautiful. You come with me. Pew! Pong. Love it.
Material deposited.
You know there's going to be some times when I'm going to try to do some skill shots. You know it. Right, you come with me. The one. Like I say, the physics in this are fantastic, but just on a keyboard alone, where you've only got WASD, so, you know, basically just the 4 stand... Ooh, hang on. Ooh. Oh, because they got... Ah. More stuff to dissolve then, eh? No? Why are these stuck in? Oh, because of the computer. Ew. There you go. Oh, shite. That's just not right. They shouldn't be held in by a flimsy little piece of plastic, essentially.
Salvage secured.
Oh, well.
Account credit applied.
Right, and last panel. There you come. Hoo-yah! Oh no, no. Whoa, that was close. There you go. Beautiful. Right, so, from what I just saw, there's only this glass window left. And I think this one was for the furnace. But I don't know how to get it out. Can I not pull it out? Can I not take... Is there a way to disconnect it again? Something holding it on here maybe? No? It's literally just held in place. So how do I get rid of it? Do I burn it out? Or can I just throw this all in the thing? I might as well. because all this is meant for the processor, except for this back plate bit here. But I technically can't grab that off. Oh! Unless... No, I can't burn through this, can I? No. Okay, that plan's out the window then. So I think all I can do now is just throw this in the processor, because I don't know how to get the glass window out. Yeah, there's nothing over here showing up red. Oh, well, the glass window itself is. Is it worth anything? I'd imagine it would be, because it's a big chunky bit of glass, but can you reuse glass? I'm just going to melt it out, see what happens.
Salvage destroyed.
Ah, goddammit.
Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Alright, so... Okay, so now I can just throw this all in the processor. In you go.
Warning. No tethers remaining.
That's fine. So... And that's it. We salvaged the entire ship and everything in its entirety. Fantastic. Any loose bits? Because I did cut through that doory thing. No, don't look like it. Cool. Awesome. Absolutely love this.
Valuable object processed. Credits
And
deposited.
Pandora IX. What's IX? That's 9, isn't it? Pandora 9. All gone. Beautiful. Right. Let's go back to here then. Like I say, for the career mode, I don't know. I feel I want to kind of just do the free play mode now that I've seen it, because it means free play. I'd imagine it's just like a sandbox sort of thing, where you can just take apart different ships. So I feel like
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
So I feel like just doing those on like separate episodes, kind of like how I did the Jedi one. So I've got nearly 1 million credits. That's nice, but I did destroy quite a lot. Especially there. That was the airlock. That was, and I think that bit was there as well. But the rest is all okay, except for the glass and that panel of aluminium. What was that panel of aluminium then? I can't remember what that was off. But these ones you definitely don't want to do. Little bits here and whatnot, like the light 21. But then if I go up, did I save a bit of the light? So no, panel. No, not that one. Panel door 3, 36,000. Obviously, every little helps. Door console 1, 24,000. You see what I mean? So like, and I got 3 computer terminals and 134,000. So, like I say, it's just, it depends how you want to do it. So then, if we go to work order, we did all that, so that's fine. So completing the work orders gets you the upgrade points, which is pretty cool. But I like this game. The physics on it is fantastic. It is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, okay. So we've made a dent in the new debt that we've got. 1 billion credits though. Like, I could see that taking fucking forever. I get that the upgrade points and the overall debt is a separate matter entirely. And yeah, as you can see, so cutter rental 120,000, grapple rental 90, hab rental 12. That's what these ones basically always going to be here, I feel. Helmet rental 25,000, scanner rental 30,000, suit rental 45,000, thruster rental 15,000. Interest at 0.01, which ain't bad, at 99, but I'd imagine that'd go up the longer you play, essentially. Resurrection fee didn't cost me nothing because I didn't die. I nearly did, but okay, so cool. Also, you get 5 repair kits from the start. Oh shit, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have to buy one then. But yeah, that's not bad. I think what I'll do is I'll repair the cutter again, because that thing burns out really quick. So I'd imagine if you bought your own, it'd be a lot more durable. Because I mean, if you're going to buy something yourself, like if you're using someone else's or a rental, you know, some like a rental chainsaw, it's going to be, you know, decent. It's going to work, but it's not going to be the best. Well, from what I've understood, at least, it wouldn't be the best. So you'd save up a bit more money and then buy your own, especially if you're going to be using it more often. To get the best that money can buy sort of thing, or at least the best value for money, because that's what you should always go for, is best value for money, unless obviously you haven't, you know, you've not got all the money to do it, in which case that's fine, just go for what your budget can afford. But like I say, everyone's different. I try to go best value for money a lot of the time, but sometimes if I need it badly, then I tend to just go for more of a budget one, but usually a semi-decent, whatever it could be. You know, it could be, you know, GPU, it could be TV, it could be whatever, you know, if you just want to get something just in the meantime, you know, so like but you get the point I'm trying to make. You know, just work with what you got, kind of thing. And then if you need to replace whatever it is, like a new, you know, new monitor, something like that, you don't have to go crazy expensive to start with. Just buy something that will get you by, especially if you're a streamer, YouTuber, that kind of thing, where you kind of need a computer screen most of the time. Other times you could just plug it into your monitor, into your TV or something. You know, that works fine. But no, this game, I'm going completely off the track here, but but this game is actually really cool. I love the idea of it. That's cool. Certification, rank 5. Yeah, so rank 10. So to get rank 5, I need... oh, ship class 7? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. So I can do ship class 3, so I think we've just did a 1, or was that a 2? I mean, class 1 reactor it might be, I don't know. So for the next one, like I say, I don't feel like doing another episode of the career. I might, obviously, in between this one, I'm probably going to do the free play one as well. Start off with a small ship, or the civilian one, the one on the left, and then we've got 5 ships to go through. So, and I suppose that'd be a good way to practice as well, so you're not having to faff about. But if it is free play, then I'd imagine it's kind of like a god mode thing, like your oxygen don't go down, you don't lose power, you've got infinite tethers, that sort of thing. I only say that because it would make a little bit of sense. So anyway, so yeah, rank 5, it looks like we've got to get work order objectives, and we've got to get 12. So then there's 2 class 1 reactors and 2 class 1 thrusters, and make 13.5 million credits. And then to get 6 is 10 tons of aluminium and 20 tons of nanocarbon, and 25 work order objectives, and 22.5 million, and then 50 mechanical, 150 electrical, 500 kilo coolant, 45 million. So yeah, you could be here a long time. Oh, and wait, so to get Red Seal, wait, have they got names? Oh, they have. So basic training, that's doing the tutorial. Basic certification, again, do the tutorial. Recruit, basically what we've just done. Beginner, okay, cool. Class 1 reactor, 2 of 15 furniture. Oh, because I only got 2 chairs, that's right. Power cell, and then credit. 5 million credits! Jesus! And then again, 13.5 is the next one, isn't it? So yeah, like I say, career mode, I'm not expecting too much from it yet, but it'd be awesome if like one day you could do it multiplayer, and then each person gets a, like if you got like a Farragut battlecruiser sized thing, because oh, that'd be cool. Like there's games that have got this sort of salvage mechanic coming in, and Star Citizen is number 1, but they've got to make sure that they've got the persistent universe perfected first, because obviously if the game crashes, you don't want to have to come back in and then all your work is just gone, you know, like you halfway through cutting the ship up and it's just disappeared along with all the stuff in your cargo. Like it would be pointless doing it like that, so they need to work on that. Elite Dangerous, you kind of have got it like that, but it's not salvage as in salvage other ships, it's salvage through, or scurry through the wreckage to find the cargo that they've dropped, the materials and such. So it's a little bit there, but again, one day, like in Elite Dangerous, I love the way it is going. I'm a bit annoyed with the fleet carriers, because like I'd have liked it if with the fleet carriers, as time went on, the upkeep would go down, because the company would look at it as, you've just made this big investment in a fleet carrier, we're keeping majority of it and we're making you pay high amounts of upkeep, just because of the fact that if you basically decommission it and think, no, I want my money back, they can give you the majority of your money back. However, they will lose some, obviously, they will lose a lot. So if you keep your carrier a lot longer, without no debt, which mine won't because I've got about 500 million sat in the bank at the moment, and or I think it's just gone down a bit because it's the first week it's just ticked through, and it will basically build up. It will kind of like with car insurance, for example, you get your no claims bonus. You know, your whole way, you know, the longer you go without any accidental filing for insurance, the bigger discount you get in your overall insurance, you know what I mean? Something like that. That's what I'm hoping for. So the longer you keep it, i.e. the more the carrier depreciates in value, the less it's going to cost overall to keep the things running, because that would make sense. But yeah, because at the moment it's rather underwhelming. Like, you can't upgrade it, you can't make it go further, you can't make it go you know, more distance without having to refuel as often, you can't upgrade it to have like a fuel scoop to scoop it from the stars, which are literally covered with tritium. It's a radioactive isotope that is combined and is used for fusion, and where is the most abundant form of fusion? In the fucking stars. So why can't we scoop it like the because in what was it, Stargate Universe, I think it was called. It was the one with the Destiny ship in it, I think. And there was a scene in it, I remember, where these scoop things drop down out the bottom of it, and it scoops the star because it's running out of power, and it uses that to run its fusion reactors and stuff like that, and to keep it going, basically. And I absolutely loved that scene. And every time I scoop a star in Elite Dangerous, even now, I always go back, or always think of that scene, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool, but I can't see it happening. And while you can go in third person and look on the outside, nothing happens. But it would be cool if you could do that and it was like a mini game for it, you know. So like, you've got to balance the pitch, the thrust, the yaw, all that, to stop it from basically skipping off the star, and sort of keep it sunk down and scooping as much into the tanks, essentially. So that'd be quite cool, if I'm honest. And if you mess it up, rather than like coming to a stop, it just sort of like automatically just, you know, takes autopilot, turns autopilot on, and you essentially just fly off and stop just outside the star, you know, sort of like you do a normal jump, just a normal jump, you know, you jump to the star in that system, you know, the main star in that system. But that'd be pretty cool. And then, like I say, getting back to the original point of breaking down the ships and the salvage and everything that I was talking about, it would be cool if in this game there was literally capital class sized ships that you could break down, and then essentially you could then like tear chunks off and then take it to each workstation, you know what I mean? Or you can see it and it's like you have like an hour to take this tiny ship apart, and then it's kind of like a survival mode sort of thing, or a time trial, where you'll see in the distance this ship is basically being cut in half, like in Star Trek, Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order at the beginning, when it's using the ship cutter to cut the wing off, something along them lines, and then it basically gets a couple like tether trucks or tugboat style things, and pulls it towards you, and then just lets it drift, and then like some tractor beams grab a hold of it, and if your ship isn't out of the way, it will basically destroy the ship that you were salvaging, and then you'd have to carry on with this big chunk, you know what I mean? And it'd be like a community goal sort of thing, you know? So like, we can all build up to it, and we can all get a big boost of money off of our debt or something like that. I don't know, because with the obviously with the career mode, it is it's your only thing. It's a single player thing. So if I just go here, just quickly, just humour me. You've got challenges, you see, and leaderboards. Obviously these will be coming out at a later date, but I just feel that would be the case. And I have a feeling that these get bigger. So you got Gecko, and then you got Mackerel, and we just took apart, I think it was this one, because I don't remember this bit being on the outside, but at the same time I don't remember this bit being on the outside either. But yeah, we just took apart a Mackerel, and it was cool. I really enjoyed it. It might have been this one, but I don't remember these with the metal frame, and it had 2 engines on it. But no, like I say, I absolutely adore this game. This game is so cool, considering it has just come out to early access. And I am absolutely amazed at the the detail of the physics in it is fantastic. And like I say, I can't wait to play more. But in this video, I'd have already recorded maybe like this ship being taken apart and this one being taken apart. In fact, I might have already recorded all of these by the time you've seen this. So like I say, I'll be probably putting these out one by one, because I have a feeling if these do get bigger, because obviously mackerel, I'd imagine they're all very similar sized, and then the gecko will probably be bigger. So it might take a lot longer, because I mean, how long did that take there? It was probably like, all in all, if I cut out the bit where I go to the hab and whatnot, it'd probably be about 45 minutes, I'd say. So we'd probably say that for the civilian cargo, the civilian transit, industrial cargo, commercial, and an industrial. So yeah, we'll have to we'll have to see. My voice broke. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see, because I really enjoy this game. It is really fun. It's like really ticking that, like, what's the name of the game? I've still got to play it. House flipper even, where you go in and you clean the house, you set everything nice and tidy again. That's kind of what it reminds me of, except you're hauling big chunks of it off, and it touches that spot more for me because it's in space. And then you've got the space physics. It's not some crappy space physics like Elite Dangerous where you smack it at 100 meters a second. You smack a piece of salvage at 100 meters a second, it then flies off for like, you know, a kilometer, and then it comes to a dead stop. Not like instantly, but it just drifts slowly and slower and slower until it stops. And like, if you're out in the vastness of space, microgravity don't exist, so it's not going to slow down and come back this way eventually, you know what I mean? It is just going to keep going and going and go. It's going to Duracell itself, basically. It's never going to stop, because there's nothing there to stop it. That's why it's a vacuum, and you've got to be careful with that stuff. That's why your astronauts wear harnesses and stuff, so they don't go flying off if they lose their grip, or they don't grab hold of something quickly enough. And on top of that, they have all their tools, and it's all magnets and stuff, so they don't lose them in space. Because if one nut goes around the planet and they're coming around it, you know, like 20 odd thousand miles an hour or whatever it is, you know, that would be basically like a fucking bullet. Even worse. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. I've absolutely loved this game. I love the idea that you've got to put one bit of the ship, or certain bits of the ship, into one pile, and then the others into the other, and then take all the stuff that can be reused, I'd imagine, and throw that onto the barge and whatnot. Like, oh, it's fantastic. I will have to figure out, though, I will find out what happens. I'll probably do it in these ones. I will find out what happens if you throw, like, a reactor into a furnace. Will it blow up everything? Will it be game over? Or does it just go bang, hurt you, throw you about, destroy the ship or something? I will have to see. But yeah, that was a really good one. I like that. But anyway, so I'm going to leave it here, guys. And like I say, definitely leave a comment and tell me if you want me to play through career mode exclusively for the videos. Like I say, I am going to be recording after this video some of the free play missions, or ships even, and try it out there. So definitely let me know as soon as this video comes out, really, and I will either just do free play mode and then just wait until they update it again, or just play career mode fairly often, I'd imagine. I don't want it to be the only thing I'd put up on my channel, obviously, because I do like putting other things up there, give you some variety. But yeah, it would be nice to know what you'd think, what I should do, because at the moment I'm just going to stick with my plan of do free play and then leave career until they've fleshed out the rest of it a bit more. But apart from that, I'm going to leave it here. So I hope you guys have had a nice day and a nice night. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. But first, we must pay homage to Prince Vegeta. Remember to like and subscribe. Better yet, I'll have my subordinate teach you a lesson.